Good morning. What's up, family? So this is going to be part two of the inclusion of school shootings. I had some difficulties, and right now I had some other difficulties, and I'm about to be better editing these videos. Sometimes I'll come speaker, and sometimes I won't. It's been a while since I've done this like this. A few of my videos I did in a couple of past weeks were actually like this. Before we start to really get into the school shootings of America, the tragic story, let me just one of my followers who follow me doing my videos, that video that I made about a man can't keep a baby. That video that I made on speaker, which call was excuse me, I had to drink a little water. I drink water in the morning to get myself pumped up. Okay, that video called "A Baby Can't Keep a Man." Ladies, that's actually for those women who try to trap a man, and sometimes it didn't mean the way that you thought it would. So if you felt some kind of way about me making that video, I dearly apologize. I don't want nobody to take my videos and say she's a bitter baby mother. If anybody know me, they know that I've been in a certain situation similar. I was a teen mom before, so I know what it means to go through that. So to that individual, I am letting you know that that video wasn't to make anyone look bad. It was actually making a point about some women have babies just to keep men. It didn't have anything to do with your situation. So I'm sorry if your niece was, and I'm not going to throw names out here because that's not cool. But I'm sorry that happened, and you just need to understand one thing, that everybody's situation is different. Not everybody is out to. Here's my thing: when you experiment and you make mistakes, sometimes it turns out the way to dealing with you deal with a dude, it could turn out for the bad or for the worse. A lot of dudes today are not staying with females, and a lot of females are not staying with dudes. And I was telling you in that video that some of these men are not putting a ring on your finger, even when they're just giving you a baby. And some women expect too much because they think, and hear me out, I've been there, done that. I've been in with my kids' dads and wanting them to give me a family. And in the midst of that, it didn't turn out that way. So that video that I made was for similar situations, but it was for another situation, whereas though that some of these young girls, that they think because they're having babies by men it's going to stay. And I'm not trying to be funny or mean. That's just how some are. And then some make mistakes. You got a lot of teenage moms or older females who get pregnant and they really like the guy and they just get into situations. So that video that I made has nothing to do with being bitter. Because like I told you, I don't consider me a baby mother anymore. Because I'm my kids' moms. My dads know who their children are. And, I was in some of these things I know. I tried it, make a family with the dads. For some odd reason, it didn't work. Right now, me and my son, dad, we co-parenting. He's out of all but that's another story. Out of all my kids' dads, he takes care of all my kids, and the other three is not his. But moving on along, that video, A Baby Can't Keep a Man, Ladies Wake Up, that was a video for people who was trying to trap a man. Now, if you're not trying to trap a dude, or you just all of a sudden got knocked up pregnant, you should understand that you should already be knowing that it won't keep a man. And if he's a nigga who's not claiming his child, then he's a sorry motherfucker. Let's just put it that way. And for those who are trying to keep a man and keep a baby, you're a fool. And I'm not trying to get on this video and badmouth nobody and sound bitter, because I'm not bitter. Trust me. Bitter is only when you're very miserable. I'm just making these videos and letting you guys know I've been through a lot of that shit. And I'll talk about a bitter baby mother when I'll make a video about that. But to the female, we definitely apologize for that. I'm giving you my blessings and well wishes. And these videos are not like that. It's not containing that kind of, we don't want that kind of, I'm not promoting that kind of bullshit. I am promoting good videos, and I just want y'all to lay back and enjoy. So, all right. Love you guys. Now, there's a lot of school shootings took place. In the last couple of months, we've been having a lot of school shootings in America's history. We had one in Texas, Santa Fe. We had one in Florida. We had a couple of shootings. Before I let this video go, in Wood America, hear me out. I don't want to make it a racial thing. In Wood America, and on God's green earth, Wood America, do you see a black person shooting up a school? In the last few years, between the Sandy Hook and all of these other places, y'all been seeing that on the news that it's been school shootings. And I don't want to make it a racial thing, because here's my thing, because that's what all these people say. Even people come to my YouTube channel, and some just people have a voice of their opinion. They do what they say what they feel, and they're entitled to express themselves. You notice every school shooting is a crazy white person. I did a part 2 to this video so it can add up to this video and match with this video. And I'm saying to you guys that there would, on God's green fucking earth, how and why are there any people in color shooting up a school, whether it's a black or white school? It doesn't matter. People don't know that most of these kids today that's white are actually coming from bloodline KKKs. And you people gonna say, why do you feel this way? Because it can be in American history. You know, all you see is white kids shooting up schools. And let me break it down to you. It's not white kids who are politically racist. I mean, it's made the fact it's politically, most of them are racist. You feel me? Most of them are just mental in the mind. But on what God green's earth do you actually see a black kid shooting up a school? You don't. The thing, what I'm saying is, all I'm saying is, we have to get to the point where we got to start thinking logic. Most of these kids that I don't want to, here's my thing. Most of these white kids that shooting up the school, most of them, I'm going to say 9 times out of 10, they've been bullied, or they're being around something to tick them off. It should be something put in place for these kids for counseling, because here's the thing. I don't want to hear that these children had mental problems, because clearly when you pull up their Facebook pages, Instagram, Snapchat, and they put all this bad stuff on their page, you got to realize to understand what is in the mind of that child. Why did this child do this to this school? What is this? All of these school shootings are very horrific. They're horrible. This is sad. We're losing children in these schools. People are dying day by day, and it doesn't matter. You know, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. Okay, a black child is better. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that you are not going to ever, or may not never, see a black child go up into a school to shoot up a school. Yeah, and hear me out. I'm not a killer. I don't know anything about that. But my thing is, in America, all you seeing is white kids shooting up schools. So it got to be some kind of shit behind this situation. You feel me? Because in society, it's hard for a black person anyway. You feel me? So now today, they should be putting in place monitoring a lot of kids. A lot of these students today, they just let them come. They just let them come in schools because they're, maybe special education, ill learning disabilities, mild mental retardation, and they don't really do the psychological. I think what they should start doing is really digging into these psychologicals, because even though you're putting in these special education programs and have counselors, I think there should also be police in schools, more security in schools, so none of these school shootings can happen like this, because it's happening too often. And they want to get on here and always rant the black man, the black boy. Our black brothers are losing. We losing them day by day. You feel me? So what in the world that we need to address a lot of shit. We need to address a lot of shit, because in today's modern society, you don't even see no black boys shooting up a school. You only see a black boy trying to make it, hustle. And hear me out. I don't really want to make this a racial thing. Racist exists. Racism exists, excuse me. White racist kids are shooting up a school and churches. Dylan Roof, for example. White boy goes shoots a South Carolina church. You feel me? It wasn't no black person that did it. He shot up a black church. So, and then he also supported the Confederate flag, which is, the KKKs use that all the time. See, y'all gotta always understand, man, these people are bringing their children into these schools. They are born bloodline KKKs. They're around, man. They're still around, man. It did not die down, especially in the South. The only thing different is certain parts of the South you shouldn't be moving in, because you don't know if you're living next door to a KKK. So you got to realize and understand that it's a shame. We don't hate white people. White people, racist white people, let me clear that up. Racist white people hate black people. And here's my thing. You want to know why? Because, and I don't want to make it a thing where, a black man is, here's my thing. The Lord is black. Understand me. It's not a white Jesus. It's not a white Jesus. And y'all can fool me with all that bullshit. God is black. You feel me? The Lord is black. And the thing of it is a lot of people want to get into this, and I'm not going to get too deep into it, but I'm going to let you know something. Hanging on a cross was not intended, I don't think. They got that misconception. I wasn't there. I'm just only going by my theory. Jesus wasn't hung on the cross. He was probably hung. And that's where we are all, people are all making so many allegations, because hanging had to come from somewhere. You got to think back. You have to really, really think back, y'all. You have to really think back and see Jesus is a black man. You got to understand one thing. A black man was the first breed on earth. A black man was the first breed on earth. Black man was first breed on earth. So you think about that. We didn't steal anything from white people. White people stole from us. And then they took that shit and flipped it and put their children in those good ass schools. I'm talking about the racist white people, not the good white people. We're talking about the bad racist motherfuckers. They took that shit, stripped that shit, and took all that shit from us and made us look like fools. Because back in the day, if a black person was learning how to read, they'll fuck us up. They didn't want us to learn. They didn't want us to read. They didn't want us to know anything or be smart enough to even do anything. They stripped everything from us. You feel what I'm saying? It took a toll really on our community. And they separated our dark-skinned people from our light-skinned people and made the dark-skinned people bitter or the light-skinned people bitter. A lot of this shit is stemming from history. But that will be another segment. All I'm trying to say is school shootings, the majority of these school shootings are white people and coming from white homes. Racist white homes, or maybe a psychopathic white home. And you have to really dig into that shit. This is no fucking joke. We as people got to put our foot down, put more programs in place in these schools so that these children can understand. There should be a class on these things and let these children know, okay, you know, this is the safety net in case something comes to the school. Let's have the teachers involved far as counseling and a lot of things. And talking is one. But when you actually getting up, doing the job, making sure your school is safe, you have to commend those type of principles that make the school safe. But if you don't, then it's going to continually, the grabs and keep going on. Because my heart really goes out to all the schools that it happened to. In the church that it happened to. It's a fucked up shame that you raising your kids, and hear me out, you raising your kids to hate. Hate is a fucking sin. So when you teach your children to hate white people, black people, how the fuck you gonna be racist, nigga? And you don't even own shit. You shouting out some shit and you being racist. This is what I don't understand. And no, it's not to attack anyone. It's to put it out there. And to my good white people, this doesn't apply to y'all. Y'all cool. We're talking about those racist motherfucking white people. They just don't even want to stand there, nigga. You feel me? Because a Negro, when they know there's part to the school shootings, because there's 3 parts, and I'm going to try to double it up. So these white racist motherfuckers, they feel as though, hold on. Alright. They feel as though that they could do whatever the fuck they want to do. And they're bringing in hard-headed ass kids in our schools, shooting up schools. Because you gotta think, it must be organized of why they're doing that shit. You feel me? It must be organized on why they're doing it. We have to really look at the bigger picture, guys. This is not normal. This is not normal. Then they want to get, the racist people want to get out. Look at them nappy heads. Let me tell you something. It's the one thing that you can sit there and say anything about my color, our color, our melon skin. And I don't give a damn. I'm not going to sugarcoat it on this video. I don't give a damn if I am mixed with white. I don't give two shits about that. Black power all day. But what I'm saying to you is, these racist white motherfuckers bringing their kids in these schools. And y'all got to understand, there's no black children getting up in no school, shooting up a school. And I'm about to break that down to y'all before this video cut off. Kids in the ghetto. Kids in the ghetto. They beef, right? Why? Because they're in the ghetto. Sometimes children don't have nothing to do. That's kids. They pick with each other. They fight. That's to be expected. A neighborhood beef, street beef. Black kids are a little different because most of the black kids, if they shooting at each other, they ain't gonna go up in no school and shoot. And with American history, that you're gonna see a black boy. Not to say it may happen, because I'm not trying to say that. I'm saying to you guys, like I said in the last video, ain't no black boy going up and shooting up no school dog. Unless he really fucked up mentally. Unless he really fucked up in the head. And we gotta really think on that, because that right there should really be addressed. And kids need to know about a lot of racism. And kids need to know about a lot of things in school. And here's the thing. Why don't they have Bibles in school? I'm going to walk away with that video. Because why don't they have Bibles in school? Y'all got to look at all of this shit. I'm going to just let y'all know, this is going to be the last video. This is going to be, what is this? Part 1 of 1. So, I'm going to go ahead and just end this video. But before I end it, now you see that they came after Morgan Freeman. Bill Cosby was the latest news. I'm looking at it as Morgan Freeman is up. If you people look at it, let me move over here, move over to the left. Morgan Freeman is being accused of sexual assault as well. I want y'all to know that y'all see the news or hear it, but I told y'all, this been the year of black